Hi friends, welcome back to another Renee's Corner video. I'm Tanesha Renee, and today we're going to be talking about Book Outlet. Book Outlet is a website that I just discovered via Threads. I don't know if you all are over on Threads, but like I feel like all the book girlies, especially the Black book girlies, are on Threads. And so right after the Black Romance Book Festival, Book Outlet was having their $5.99 fiction sale. So all of their fiction books were $5.99. And I love a good deal. So we bought some books. We bought 12 books. And I know what you're thinking, Tanesha, didn't you just buy a bunch of books at the Black Romance Book Festival? I don't want to hear it. Yes, but these were $5.99 books. So like technically I'm saving money by getting them at the Book Outlet. So some of these books I've read, some of these books I have not read, and we're just gonna run through them very quickly. They are not in any particular order. Some are hardback, some are like special edition, which I'm really excited. So let's get into it. The first book is Somebody's Husband by Robbie Renee. I have been wanting to read this book for a very long time. This one and Somebody's Wife by Robbie Renee. I read her book Summer's Echo was it last year? I was gonna say a couple of years ago, but I think it was last year. And I love her writing style. And so this is by Robbie Renee, Somebody's Husband. I think the thing about the Book Outlet is some of the books are like a wee bit imperfect. And so like a lot of the books have like a dot or like sort of like a marking on the bottom. I'm not really sure what that is about, but the book is $5.99 and you know, it's a beautiful edition and it's like new. I think they're not like used or anything. So and next up we have 24 Seconds From Now. I think I have talked about this book on the channel before, by Jason Reynolds. It is a love story. I am gonna peel this sticker off of it because it is peeling, but it's a love story, kind of a romance, YA about a young man getting ready to do the do for the first time. Then we have The Christmas Catch. This is a book I wanted to read last year, but for whatever reason I couldn't get my hands on it. And so we'll be reading this for Christmas, which I'm really excited about. Football. It's a novella, not very long. So we're excited. Next we have Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. This is another YA book that I just absolutely loved and I wanted to have on my shelf. As you all can see, I am building quite a YA romance affinity in like a section on my bookshelf, and so this is one of those books that I read maybe 2 years ago and I absolutely loved it. I just love Black teenagers, and so Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry is one of those ones that I feel like everyone should read because it's so adorable. Then we have If You Stayed by Brittany Cherry. First of all, it's got not sprayed edges, but colored edges. I have not read this book. I don't know really anything about this book other than the author is Black and everyone says you should read it. And so we picked it up. It's very pretty though. And you know, this is like, I feel like every girl I know, every Black book talker talks about this book, and so I'm really excited to have it now on my shelf and to read. Next we have Hover Girls, which I got an advanced reader copy of last year, I think. I can't remember when it came out, but it is like a comic graphic novel about two cousins who have like superpowers. And I'm gonna try to show you, like, it's just super cute. And this main character I think is just like very me coded, and so I wanted to have it on my shelf. And I was so excited that they had graphic novels on there. They also had like Miles Morales and some other ones that I didn't pick up, but Hover Girls we did pick up. A Fury and Flame. I cannot remember for the life of me about what this book is about, but I remember I tried to request it on NetGalley, I think, and I didn't get it, and so I wanted it anyways. This is not a Black author, I don't think, but it is just gorgeous. I mean, so we had to get it. I can't remember if it's kind of fantasy. It says, on an island built from ash and shrouded in fire, Phoenix racing is profitable as it is deadly. So, you know, we'll see what this is talking about. It's a little different than our normal books, but we'll get into it. For All Time, this is kind of like a time loop romance. I've never read it, but like the cover is gorgeous. Like it's just so pretty. And this is written by a Black woman, I believe. Yeah, it's written by a Black woman, and it's a YA romance, but I just think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I just needed it on my shelf. We also have one of my favorite books from last year, Sweet Heat. There's not much to say. Just go ahead and pick this up. I do think you should read Honey and Spice first, but I loved Sweet Heat down. Like, it took me a little bit to get into Honey and Spice, but once I got into it and read it and then read Sweet Heat, I was like, chef's kiss. A second chance romance done the absolute best way, okay? Pick it up. It's beautiful. I mean, this is a hardcover and I got it for $5.99. So, you know, it's pretty good. Immortal Dark is a book that my best friend said I should pick up. She said it's pretty good. I think it's written by a Black author from Australia. I have no idea what this book is about. Honestly, I just know it's Black people, something maybe scary. That's all I know about it, and I picked it up. Yep. Then we have The Art of a Scandal by Regina Black. I have no idea about what this book is about, but what I do know is the cover is gorgeous. I mean, and you know, I do love some mess. And I heard that this book is messy and seductive and very like sensual. So we will be getting into this. And yeah, you know. And last but not least, we have The Scorpion and the Night Blossom. This is by an Asian author, and look how pretty. It just is so pretty. And I can't remember what this book is about, but I remember I wanted it. This one kind of has like designs on the side. Can you see that? It's got like a pretty edges. I cannot remember what this book is about either. Something about some kingdoms. I don't remember, but the book was gorgeous and it was $6, so I picked it up. And there we have it. Welcome, you know, to my book outlet book haul. It's not that many. I always say that like buying books and reading books are two separate hobbies. I unfortunately have both hobbies. I like to buy the books, but I also like to read the books. So, you know, so yeah, that's my my book outlet, bookshelf. I can't talk. It's probably because it's 12 a.m. That is my book outlet $5.99 fiction sale book haul. And I feel like I got some bangers, which I'm really excited about. I feel like I did a good mix of books that I have read, that I love, that I want to own for my personal library, and then some books I haven't read that I'm really excited about. And so I feel like it was like great. And their shipping was kind of chaotic, but it did get here in one piece. And the books got here and were shipped really well. It's just like the tracking was kind of crazy, but the books got here, child. And yeah, I'm excited for these to go on my shelf finally, instead of sitting in the office, because I was like, oh, I need to record this video. Anyways, if you shopped on Book Outlet, I would recommend looking through what they have in their stock changes often, because like one of the Miles Morales books I was going to get was not in stock anymore, and so the books, they have like high turnover of books, and so maybe if you're looking for something, the books are pretty cheap even without the $5.99 sale. So I recommend checking out. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just saw on book threads that the girlies were like, oh, the sale is on, and I went and got some books. So, you know, if you are so inclined, looking for books that may or may not be like, they're not perfect, but they're like pretty great condition, I would recommend checking out Book Outlet. All that to say, happy reading. What are you all reading now? I am like kind of in a reading rut after reading Score. I will be talking about Score on the page as a permanent like thing, but I still just like am having a hard time articulating what that book means to me. So yeah, I'm kind of like in a reading slump, kind of not. I will do like a video on like releases for this next this next quarter of the year. Anyways, I'm not gonna tell y'all all the video ideas I have percolating, but what I will tell you is that I will see you soon, and happy reading. And I love you all so much. Make good choices, drink some water. I know y'all probably haven't. I have not drank any water today, and that's a problem. So love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, and I love you all so much. Bye.